Alright, this is officially video 2 in my Quest for Justice segment series. My first one I just released right now was a 6-minute video. I wanted to keep it short, just like an introduction video to let you guys know who I am and what I'm about and what I'm doing here. This is video 2, so this is going to go into a little bit more depth on what my purpose is and what's going on. So basically, I just have a page that I've written, so I'm just going to read this. This is actually, for many years, I've been wanting to write my story, my own autobiography, and I sat down last night and I started. And it took a long time just to break the page, and that's where I started. So I'm going to read it to you guys. I would love any feedback for, you know, edits and proofreads and whatnots. It's been a while since I had to, you know, register anything for any kind of writing competitions, but let's see what I still got. Alright, so it's untitled. This is the preface of my autobiography. This is just how we're going to start. Just a blank page. That's how this starts. My story, my life, with a blank page. Ironic how something so important, which is carried with it such relevance and meaning, starts nowhere until it starts here. This path I followed and walked for the better part of my entire life. Starts with just a blank page and a blinking cursor. So much to say, so much to tell, and not having the slightest inclination on where to start. Ironic, isn't it? To be at an utter loss for words on a story you already know the plot to, as you've already lived it, as it's my life. It's just another torment in my already endless entries of grievances I have against this life. Who else am I to blame? I can think of someone, a name, a person, an individual to whom my list of grievances is addressed, all boiling down to one trusted figure disguised as a loving father and husband, one man to whom I can with complete confidence say ruined not only my life, but the whole family. In a single moment, one man managed to destroy the entire Wassilishan family, at least 2 generations, fast approaching 3. As it's been 28 years now. 28 very long years since I was ripped from my childhood into the unknown world of adulthood. In the heat of an Arizona summer in '93, my entire life changed. It was a Thursday night, July 8th, 1993. I went to bed around 11 p.m. It was summer. A happy 10-year-old girl with a loving mother, a little sister, a stepfather, a happy family. I went to bed like I did every other night for the previous 10 years of my life. I gave my mom a hug and a kiss. I told her I loved her. She asked me if I brushed my teeth. I lied like I did every night, and I went to bed. I'm sorry. It's hard. 2.5 hours later, I would be awoken by a flashlight and a Sedona Police Department deputy who was quickly instructing me to get up. Confused and groggy, I did as I was told. It was when we left my room, and rounded the corner I knew, and together we walked through a crime scene. All the while, the officer whom was escorting me did his best to shield my 10-year-old eyes from seeing what was unfolding in that living room in front of me, where I had, hours previously, just said goodnight to my mother. I went to bed that night with a mother that loved me. I awoke to discover my mother was dead in her bedroom. This is the story of a woman who loved her children, but loved the wrong man. This is the story of a daughter that won't let her mother go. This is the story of my investigation behind my mother's cold case murder. My name is Nikki Lee Wassilishan, and this is the story of my life. And that's the start. And from there, I don't know where to go. But that's the start. And this is going to be a crazy journey. So I hope you guys will take it with me. This ends video 2. Video 3 will pick up with the supplemental report on where the case sits as of right now. Supplemental report as of 7/21/2020. So that's where I'll pick up with video 3. I'm going to give myself some time to decompress and see if anybody even watches these, but I got lots to talk to you guys about. I mean, it's just like I never would have thought that I would be the type of person having the crime scene while going. Like, her autopsy report, her toxicology report, all of it's there for me to see. And all of it's there with all of its blaring inconsistencies. And I'm just wondering on how a man that changes a story 3 times, for a person like me to be able to read and understand that that story's been changed 3 times, and I don't have a college education, and I'm not a cop, how he was able to get away, how they weren't able to pin this on him. When there were only 4 people in that home, 2 of them were children. And one of them was my mother, and one of them was her lover. But yet, the Red Rock News article in Sedona, Arizona said that my mother killed herself. I've got lots to tell you about. Lots of inconsistencies that don't line up with what is said in that report and the stuff that's hanging on my wall behind me. I want to know. I want to know why he's not in jail. I want to know why my mom didn't matter enough. I want to know who's responsible for sweeping this under the rug. And I'll find out. And I'll find you. I'm coming for you. Sedona PD.